Hi everyone, it's Margaret, and how are you today? I am doing a really cool look that I was really thinking about a lot since I've been into the show. It's called The Americans with Keri. Love the show, but definitely love the era. And I mean, it's not, I would say, not my favorite era of all, but it's definitely a fun era to do as far as a retro look. And I'm doing a runway version, of course, inspired by the Americans, which is taken from the early 80s. And it's got the quirkiness of the 80s vibe, but I'm trying to make it more modern as well. So what I'm doing here on Annie is I put the foundation on already, and she actually has a very intense coloring with her brows and everything. So I put a soft kind of a muted color foundation with a shimmer cream shadow over the lid as I'm doing right now. And I line the eyes with black. And so I'm actually wanting the liner and the cream foundation and the cream shadow to kind of merge together because it's going to all be cohesive together the way I'm doing the look. So I'm taking some little bit of foundation and just adding areas that need a little bit more. She had a really red lip color on before, and it seemed like it stained, so I'm just going to mute it out a little bit more. So as you can see on the lid, I lined it with the black, but I kind of blended it with that cream frosty shadow and like a pinky off pink pearl frosty shadow, and as well with the little bit of foundation. And so now I'm turning the liner, and I'm putting that black powder on it just to kind of give it a little bit more payout, and also to really just create more of a texture to the eyes. So this I'm doing it's kind of like a slanted smoky, so it's thinner on the inner part of the lid and it goes out more into a triangular, and I stop right at the crease and I pull it out a touch. And then what I'm doing is then I'm blending it into the cream so that it's all kind of like one fell swoop. But it definitely has a shaded blended gradation to it. And as you can see, I'm adding more accent towards the outer inner part of the crease, the inner crease of the eyes. So it's basically adding and blending, adding and blending. And so here it's pretty much like, the smoky eye look, but it has definitely a little bit more um, a retro feel to it. So now I'm taking a light highlighted powder and I'm really just kind of adding it in the inner part of the crease and just up the highlighting area of the brow bone. And then I'm taking my blending brush and just kind of blending a little bit more of the dark as well, because I don't want to over blend it out too much where it takes away from the shape. So it's just a lot of, shaping, blending, and adding, shaping, blending, and adding. So now I'm taking my fallout powder and I'm just going to dab the fallout powder underneath the eyes. And I want to make sure that, we don't get any kind of weird flecks and things like that. So I'm taking my pearlized powder as well, and I'm going to go underneath the liner. So I lined it earlier with the black liner, so I'm going to go, it's kind of like a peachy pearl, and I'm just going right underneath the black liner on the lash line. And then I'm just going to dust the whole face off with the powder that I put on there for the fallout powder. And I'm just going to keep it all nicely set and really pretty. And now I'm going to add a really thick coat of black mascara. And I think in the 80s they really loved the mascara look. So I would go with a heavy formula and go thicker. I don't want you to go so thick to the point where it's so super clumpy, but definitely add the thickness and add the length. And I think really for this look it really adds more value to this retro feel. And I love it because, it definitely has that kind of flirtiness to it. So now I'm taking my little shading brush and I'm going to go again underneath just to kind of give it a little bit more payout with the light frost. And then I'm just going to go now over again with the black liner just to give it a little bit more intensity in the waterline. So here I am with the lips. Now the lips, I'm keeping it really, really kind of glossy, frosty nude, pinky nude. And I think this is a good color for this because it really has that 80s feel, but is still very modern. It, you know, plays out really well right now, but at the same time, it's definitely retro. If you like my techniques and you want to learn how to do makeup, you can go to www.mkcbeautyacademy.com. I have an incredible online training program, and you can take that regular as well as certified program. And you could also do a blended program. We could take in-person classes if you want to come to Hollywood and do half and half, or do everything and on its own. So thank you so much for watching. So I just added real quick a really soft, peachy, frosty, pinky blush. And as you'll see, how you'll see the highlighted from the frosty shimmer, but it's very soft. And there you go. This is my inspiration look from the TV show The Americans with Keri Russell. Thanks so much for watching. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Stay tuned for a lot more. I have tons coming up, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks so much. Bye.